It's a fan request episode, and it's actually a healthier food. Or is it? We're going to check that out in just a second. It's Garden Veggie Chips. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. All right, this is a fan request episode, and this one comes to us from Walter. Walter is a longtime friend of mine. Walter was actually my best man at my wedding. So, of course, when he suggested these to me, I kind of had to give these a shot and see what these are all about. And Walter told me one day, I was on the phone with him while he was actually eating these Garden Veggie Chips. And he said, "Hey, Goblin, have you ever tried these? These are actually pretty good." So he sent me a picture of them, and I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to try whatever I can find on these. And I found the sour cream and onion flavor. I found the cheddar cheese flavor. The sour cream and onion, these are the ones that Walter had. And I also found a sea salt flavor. So we're going to get all different kinds of flavors on these and see what these are all about. Now, the first thing about this is I'm not exactly sure what the company is. It says right here, Sensible Portions. You can see that logo, and there's a little trademark on there, right there. So I'm not sure if that's the company or not, because it also mentions on the back the Hanes Celestial Group Incorporated. So I'm not sure if that is the company. And I guess the product is the Garden Veggie Chips. So I'm thinking if we're talking about Lay's potato chips, I think maybe the Sensible Portions is the Lay's part of all of this. I think that might be the brand of these are. These sour cream and onion chips are made with potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and peas. Then the cheddar cheese flavor are made with potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, and beets. And then finally, the sea salt chips are made with potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and peas. So it'll be interesting to see if we get different flavors out of these, or if we just get, say, the sea salt flavor, the cheddar cheese flavor, whatever. Now, the thing that I was really interested in about these is, I was wondering, are these healthier? They are promoted as kind of a healthier snack. And I was wondering, are they actually that much healthier than Pringles? So guess what I have right here? I have a can of Pringles, and I have nutrition information on the back on the can of Pringles, and I have the nutrition information on our veggie chips. And so I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison here. So we are looking at 150 calories for a serving for both of these. You get, let's see, how many chips do you get on these? Well, it doesn't really say how many. It says 1 ounce is a serving size on these veggie chips. This one actually says that 1 ounce is about 14 crisps. So there we go. So it's about 14 of these veggie chips for your 150 calories. And then it's 15 crisps from Pringles. About the same. We're looking at 12% total fat on the Pringles. Let's just use the cheddar cheese ones here. We're looking at 14% total fat on the veggie chips. Interesting. These are a little higher in total fat. But where the difference is the saturated fat on the Pringles is 13%, whereas the saturated fat on the veggie chips is only 5%. And then the trans fat, of course, is 0 on both of them. Cholesterol is 0 on both of them. Sodium is 8% on both of them, so the sodium content is exactly the same. Total carbohydrates are 6% on the Pringles, 5% on the veggie chips, so about the same right there. You do get 2% dietary fiber on your Pringles, but you get 8% dietary fiber on your veggie chips. You also get 1 gram of sugar on your veggie chips. You get less than 1 gram of sugar on your Pringles. And then protein, you get 1 gram on each of them. So are they that much healthier? Guess it sort of depends on how you look at it. Yeah, you're going to get less of the saturated fat on the veggie chips. You are going to get some extra more of the dietary fiber on the veggie chips. So I guess it kind of depends what you're looking for. I do have Monster Mug loaded with some nice cold water here as a palate cleanser, and we will go ahead and get started. And I think we'll start first with the ones that Walter specifically requested, and that would be the sour cream and onion flavor. So let's get these open. All right, so pop the top on that one. Just like with Pringles, we've got some broken pieces in there. It's an interesting aroma coming off of that. I don't know exactly how to describe that. It almost smells like baked bread or something. That was not at all what I was anticipating out of this. Okay, so there's a look at those chips in their container. And I want to specifically call these chips, because unlike Pringles, they're not calling these crisps. They are calling these chips. And again, these are potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and peas. And this is the sour cream and onion flavor. So there is one of those chips there, and got that nice green coloration on it, which you would expect from that combination, spinach, broccoli, and peas, all of those green veggies right there. Sour cream and onion flavor. Let's give this one a shot. Different texture than Pringles. Might not be able to see it too clearly there, but thicker than Pringles. That chip is significantly thicker than a Pringles chip. It's got a little more, I almost want to say meat to it. It's got a little bit more texture. It's got a little bit more substance to it. It doesn't quite crunch like a Pringle. It does have more of it's got more of a weight to it. It's a little bit heavier than a Pringles chip crisp. I don't know that I would say that it has a very strong sour cream and onion flavor. It also tastes nothing like spinach, broccoli, and peas. It's a good flavor. It's not unpleasant. It's just different. You very much know that you are not simply eating a potato chip. You do know there's something different about it. Looks like there's a pretty good amount of seasoning on this one. Let me try this one. All right, I'm going to do a little palate cleanse and move on. I think I'll try the sea salt next. Okay, so these are the sea salt, potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and peas. So yeah, same thing like the other one. It's the cheddar cheese that are made with tomatoes, carrots, and beets. So same smell, exact same aroma, like the sour cream and onion. But these are just sea salt. So this is the chip in its purest form. I like Pringles a lot because of the different texture. It's different. It's not just a regular potato chip. It's a different kind of crunch, but I also like all of the unique flavors and things that Pringles comes out with. This is sort of like Pringles stripped down to its very basic components. Really almost like an original flavor of Pringles. Nice and salty, I like that. Good sea salt flavor on it. Lots of broken chips, as you can see here. So they're really not holding up very well in these containers. Even less so than Pringles. I actually think I like that sea salt flavor better than the sour cream and onion. I think there was more flavor in that one. It had more salt to it. It had a very nice salty flavor. Okay, and finally we come to the cheddar cheese. So these are potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, and beets. Sounds like an interesting combination. Okay, the aroma is pretty much the same. This one also had a weird liner inside of it. So there's like an extra plastic liner inside there. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one. But there's the cheddar cheese. And again, we got more broken pieces on these. These are really not protected very well in this container. And these containers are designed to protect this shape of these specifically were created for this shape of a snack. So, cheddar cheese. If that's cheddar cheese, it's like no cheddar cheese I've ever tasted. I'm not even sure how to describe this flavor. You do get more of, I think you get more of the potato flavor off of these than anything. And this one really, for it being a cheddar cheese flavor, I don't get much cheese flavor off of it. It's nice and salty. It's got a good flavor to it. Just don't think it hits on cheddar cheese. Let me think about that for just a second. Okay, so we tried the Garden Veggie Chips in the cheddar cheese flavor, sour cream and onion flavor, in the sea salt flavor. I think the sea salt are definitely the best of the bunch. The entire product, I'm going to give it a very solid 2-star seal of approval. I like this. It didn't blow me away. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want something maybe slightly healthier, because I think maybe there is just a slight healthierness to it over Pringles. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad snack. I would eat these again. I'm going to go 2 stars. All right, there we go. Walter, that one was special just for you. Again, thanks for being my best man at my wedding. And, you know, check those out. Pick those up in your grocery stores. You should be able to find them anywhere. It's not like this is a new product or anything. I have seen them for a very long time, but this is the first time I ever tried them. So check them out, and I will catch you next time.